In this corner steps inside the squared circle, world champion, silver medalist, Amir Khan. One of the things I noticed about you right from the get-go is you're so fundamentally sound. That all comes from that tremendous amateur background and pedigree. Talk about your amateur career.
Yeah, my amateur career, you know, I started boxing at the age of 8. 11 was my first fight as an amateur. Had over 110 amateur fights. Went all around the world. At the age of 17, you know, I won the World Championships, the European Championships, Junior Olympics. I remember I fought Victor Ortiz in the Junior Olympics. I knocked him out in the second round. I went all over the world to fight. At age of 17, it's where it happened for me. I went to Olympics. I was the youngest ever from Great Britain to win a medal. Won a silver medal, got beat in the final by the two-time Olympic champion. That was a Cuban called Mario Kindelin. And since then, it's been history. You know, I turned professional at the age of 19. But, I mean, I had a great career in the amateurs. You know, I was always fighting every other week. So, yeah, I loved it. I mean, amateur boxing is a little different to the pro boxing because, you know, it's more movement, like you said. And I still kept that amateur style with me. The reason why is because I've got that speed, I've got that quick movement, and it's always going to get me out of trouble. So when you was putting the pressure on me then, I had to
extreme pressure.
Yeah, I had to extreme pressure, yeah. I had to hit the angles and make sure that I'm not going to go straight back in a straight line and hit the ropes. I had to make sure I hit the angles. And that's what the amateurs taught me, you know, hitting the angles, moving away. And with Virgil Hunter, my new trainer, he's also taught me, you know, having the hand out. So, I mean, if you look at all the great fighters from like Ali and everyone, they used to always have the hand out.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's like covering your eyes. They put it there and you don't see what's coming.
Blind
behind.
them, yeah.
You're blinding them, yeah. And also it keeps the opposition, like your opponent, busy. It keeps him thinking, oh, what's going to happen? Someone's going to be coming, you know, he's going to do something. So when you have your hand out, it could be a feint. You don't know when I'm going to, and I could just step in with a jab. So
knocks the guy off balance.
It knocks him, yeah, knocks him off balance.
We're going to talk about, we'll start with some fundamentals, but how difficult is it for some guys who are such great amateurs like you to adapt and go to the pro game and make it work? Because there is an adjustment period, isn't there?
There's a massive adjustment from the amateur boxing to professional boxing. Obviously, first of all, the time, you know, the time you spend in the ring. So obviously, amateur boxing was 2 minutes when I was an amateur and 4 rounds. Now as a professional, you know, we fight 12 3-minute rounds. So obviously, you have to pace yourself. Now you don't have a head guard on. You have smaller gloves. And it's all about power and strength in the pro game. So when you got a guy, you can't keep moving for like you do in the amateurs because you're gonna burn yourself out. So as a professional, you have to pace yourself. It's a 12-round fight. You can't go 100 miles per hour because you like I said, it's a 12-round fight. So you have to take your time, pace yourself all the way, and use your jab and just work your opponent out. So if we in the ring now, I'll be watching what to do. So my work rate's it's not all about punching. It's all about seeing the openings, feinting, you know, moving the head.
So much is up here.
Yeah.
Just as much as down here.
Yeah.
What
Shooting the jab.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you're doing all that, you have to make sure you're defensive as well.
Right.
That your defense has to stay up as well. So it's all about being offensive and defensive at the same time.
Let's talk about the most important punch in all of boxing. For you, it's the left jab.
Yeah.
For everybody, it's the jab. For you, it's the left jab. And you do a lot of variations of the jab. The Amir Khan jab can be used for a number of things. Talk about your jab, and then we'll demonstrate a little bit.
You know, the jab is the best punch, I believe, in boxing. It'll get you in range, it'll get you out of trouble, and it'll get you, you know, to throw a combination. So if we fight each other now, or if I don't know how far you are from me, so I'll just shoot the jab out. First of all, I'll shoot you out to see how far you are from me. Now, if my jab's not going to land, then my right hand's not going to land. So I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna flick that jab out. Keep you focused. Keep you thinking something's coming. Even jab to the body now and then, which works very well for me. That's gonna bring your hands down. If I shoot that jab, I can come back up with the right hand. I can feint. So the jab is keeping you busy. And then I might even shoot a hard jab when you don't expect it.
Knock the guy off balance.
Knock you off balance, but it's gonna hurt you as well. Obviously, when you hit someone with a good clean jab, like boom, it's gonna stop you where you are. It's going to knock you off balance, but then it's going to give me a target to hit. I'm going to hit you with the right hand, left hook. You know, so the jab is a key. If you have a good jab, if any fighter here, any guy who's an amateur boxer or a professional fighter, if you use the jab well, I think you can win any fight. Muhammad Ali had a great jab. Sugar Ray Leonard had a great jab. Floyd Mayweather has a great jab. It's all about having a good jab because it gets you out of trouble and gets you to throw good punches.